This week's question, how can I attract good tenants? I'm Donald Horne, the associate broker for Coldwell Banker Shooltz Realty and founder of Team Success Listing. That's a very common question this year. We've sold a lot of investment properties, and they're always asking that same question. There's actually 10 tips that we give to our clients. 4 of them that I think are probably very, very important, and that's what we're kind of really going to hit on today. The number 1 tip is figure out who you want to rent to. Are you looking for single people, married people, professional people? Are you going to let pets in there also? You need to know what kind of tenants that you're actually looking for in there. Number 2 is to advertise online and to advertise your city. What are the important parts of the city that would attract people there? If it's kind of like a nightlife type city, you want to put that in your ad there, that you've got many restaurants, pubs, movie theaters. Maybe the city does a lot of outdoor activities like outdoor concerts or whatever. Those are the kind of things that you also want to put in your ad. And when I say advertise online, I'm talking about most of your newspapers have an online forum there. You've got Craigslist, Backpage, apartments.com. There's many places online that you can advertise on. But when you advertise a little bit more about what your city has to offer to, it starts, standing above the crowd when everybody else is just advertising 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, newer carpet, freshly painted. A lot of people are interested in what's going on around town when they're looking for places to rent. Number 3, and this is one I really like, it's hold an open house. If you hold an open house on a Saturday or Sunday and schedule everybody to come in there to look at the apartment, that's a lot better than trying to run over to your rental 5, 6, 7 times during the week. Half the time the people don't even show up. Just hold an open house. Have it very, very clean. Have applications on hand. And when they come in, they can actually really feel more at ease talking to you, looking around at the place. And if they see other people in there at the same time, it's going to kind of give them a sense of urgency that if they like the place, they need to move on it very, very quickly. Number 4, all right, you want to refer to your tenants as residents. And I actually got that idea from when my mother was in a nursing home. They always referred to them as residents. I think it just sounds a little bit more professional instead of always referring to them as this is my renter, this is my tenants. Just call them, residents. They are residents of the property. It's going to make them feel better, and like I said, it kind of comes across as a little bit more professional. Some of the other tips that we teach on that too is let the prospects know that you are going to do a credit check and you are going to call on references, and that's kind of like almost a must. The first person that comes knocking on the door to rent it, that's not what you're kind of looking for there. And charge an application fee. We always used a mortgage company to do our credit checks, and they charged us $18 to do it. There is nothing wrong, and it is legal. You can charge them what it costs you to do a credit check on that. Just, you tell them up front when they fill out the application that there is an application fee because you are going to do a credit check, and this is what they charge me. And explain the lease up front. If you're expecting the payment to be on the 1st, that's what you need to tell them. Payments due on the 1st. I do give you 5-day grace period in case we fall into a holiday. There's no mail being delivered or whatever. I'm not a big fan of knocking on doors collecting rent. I think it's a little bit more professional when you have them mail it to you. And just know that, if it's over 5 days, there's going to be a late fee. Just explain everything to them. And especially if they're at the open house and you've got 2 or 3 prospects standing there, you can cover everything in one shot. Charge for pets. If you're going to allow pets in there, charge for it. The day of just doing a $150 pet deposit, that's half the time you're not making any money on that anyways. Most of my clients that have bought rentals that allow pets in there, okay, it's $25 extra a month to have pets. When you look at that over a year's time, it's an extra $300 instead of just getting a $150 deposit, and maybe you have to refund the deposit. Charge for the pets on a monthly basis. And then the last thing is be fair, be firm, and be friendly. One of the things that I always tell people there in a nice way anyways is I expect the rent on the first of every month. If you can't do it or pay it on time, the only excuse I want to hear is that you died. All right, I don't want to hear about your sick brother, your car needed a battery, you got laid off from work. None of that stuff is really what our problem is. Our problem is collecting rent on an investment that we made. So, like I said, just be fair, but be firm, and don't be overly friendly, but be friendly. I mean, you're not going to want to be taking, your residents to dinner and go out drinking with them and things like that. That's usually when they start taking advantage of the situation there. So, like I say, we 10 tips that we tell all our clients that we do. 4 of them that we just covered are the most important. All right, figure out who you want to rent to, advertise online, hold an open house, and refer to your renters as residents. Any other questions or concerns on this subject? Any other real estate subjects that you have, even if you have some mortgage questions too, we can answer those. Just contact us at the numbers listed below. And as always, thank you and have a great day.